I'm about to tell you a story that will make you question everything you think you know about reality. It all started with a locked door and ended with, well, you'll see. But I warn you, once you hear this, you can't unhear it. This happened to my friend Alex and me a few years ago. We were both avid urban explorers, always looking for abandoned places to investigate. One day we stumbled upon an old decrepit mansion on the outskirts of town. It looked like it had been abandoned for decades. The front door was surprisingly easy to open and we stepped inside, greeted by a musty, stale smell. The interior was covered in dust and cobwebs, but what caught our attention was a large, ornate door at the end of the hallway. It was locked, with an old, rusty padlock securing it. Alex was determined to see what was behind that door. After a few minutes of searching, we found a heavy iron key hidden under a loose floorboard. We looked at each other, a mix of excitement and apprehension in our eyes. This was it, the moment of truth. An empty room, or so we thought. As we stepped inside, the temperature dropped noticeably and we could see our breath in the air. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind us and we were plunged into darkness. We fumbled for our flashlights, and when we finally managed to turn them on, we saw the walls were covered in strange symbols and markings, drawn in what looked like dried blood. Panic set in as we realized we were not alone. A shadowy figure appeared in the corner of the room, moving towards us with an unnatural speed. We screamed and tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. The figure was getting closer and closer. In a desperate attempt, Alex started reciting a prayer his grandmother had taught him. To our shock, the figure stopped and let out an ear-piercing scream before vanishing into thin air. The door swung open and we didn't waste a second. We ran out of the mansion, not stopping until we were back in the safety of our car. We never spoke of that night again, and we never went back to that mansion. To this day, I still wonder what would have happened if Alex hadn't known that prayer. And I can't help but feel that whatever was in that room is still out there, waiting for its next victim. So, the next time you come across a locked door in an abandoned place, think twice before opening it, because you never know what might be waiting for you on the other